to a weekend reading vlog. I thought it'd be fun to take you along with me on this weekend. I don't have many plans, it's going to be very chill. I am horrifically hungover from a party last night, so although I've started this weekend reading vlog, it is actually like 3:30 now. I slept in until like 11:30 this morning, which is not like me. I normally like wake up at like 6 or 7 every morning, so it was nice to have a lie-in. And then I went to Aldi and got some food for the week and had some lunch, watched some Gilmore Girls and crocheted. And I thought for the rest of the day I'll probably do a bit of reading. So I am on page 265 of The Last House on Needless Street. So I think I have about 100 pages left. I don't actually want to look at how many pages are in here, but I think it's around 370. So I do think like, yeah, I have about 100 pages left. And this one, like, it started off so weird. The writing style was really strange and disjointed, but I think that was part of it. Makes sense for the story. So the story follows a murderer and a stolen child. At least that's what it says on the back. It says, "This is the story of a murderer, a stolen child, revenge. This is the story of Ted, who lives with his young daughter Lauren and his cat Olivia in an ordinary house at the end of an ordinary street. All these things are true, and yet some of them are lies. An unspeakable secret binds the family together, and when the new neighbour moves in next door, the truth may destroy them all, because there's something buried in the dark forest at the end of Needless Street, but it's not what you think." So I think it's best not knowing a lot about when you go into this. It's very mind-fucky, and I really enjoy that. And yeah, I found myself, even this morning as I was going to Aldi, I was really mad that I'd forgotten my book to read on the bus, because I was like, I need to know what's happened. So I think I'm going to do that for the rest of the day, and then I'll probably have some tea, and then after tea I might tidy my room a bit and have a bit of a reset, because I think after a day of rotting, that's what I need. And then for the rest of the weekend I'm probably going to focus on The Atlas Paradox. The Atlas Paradox is the second book in the Atlas 6 series, which is a magical dark academia book that follows 6 initiates who have been invited to study at the Alexandrian Library, and there's just lots of mystery, and they're told that while 6 of them are invited, only 5 will make it out at the end. So I won't say too much about it, because obviously this is the second book, but I really enjoyed I can't get over this cover, it's so pretty. It has to be one of my favourite covers. I can't say too much about it because obviously it's the second book, but I am buddy reading it with my friend, and I have the audiobook, so I might crochet while I listen to this, because I am currently working on a ghost jumper for the spooky season, because I saw it on Cider. I might like put a photo here if I can find it, but I'm trying to save money, and I was like, oh, I could like make my own version of that, crocheting it. So I'll show you what I've done so far, but it's not much. And so far this is going to be like the back. I think I'll do like a short cropped cardigan maybe, because that means I have to crochet less. But I don't know if you can tell, but like this would be like the body of the ghost, and then be like the tail of the ghost. I don't know how you describe it, but I just need to do like the head now, so I'd have like eyes there. And then I don't know whether I'm going to do the next row like of ghosts. I don't know whether to do one like in between where the black is here, do it like that, or to do it in like set rows, but I'm sure you'll see whatever I decide. It will take a long time. Also I'm in front of a window, so that's why it looks so gappy at the minute, but yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's turning out. I think it's definitely a challenge, and you can kind of see where the white's showing through, but like I guess I'll just choose whichever side has got the less white showing through, will just be that outside, if you get what I mean. But I do have a lot to do. I think I'll probably do it ghosts on the back of the jumper, and then like on the like 2 sides of the cardigan, and then just do plain black sleeves, because I cannot be bothered to do ghosts on sleeves. But yeah, that's all my plans for the weekend, I think. You have to edit my weekly reading vlog that I've just finished, and although I say weekly reading vlog, I think it spanned like 2 weeks but very disjointed, so I need to edit that and I might put that out, but you'll have probably already seen that before you see this. And then I might go for a walk with my friend tomorrow, depending if she's still up for it. But apart from that, it's reading. So these are my, oh that was very loud, these are my focus for the weekend, sorry. And yeah, I'll keep updated on my thoughts, obviously. Sorry about the angle, but there's washing in the background there. So you are balancing on my bed. We'll see how this goes. But it is Sunday now. It's like almost 10 o'clock. But I spent the morning, had some breakfast, watched some Gilmore Girls, and updated my reads because I have finished The Last House on Needless Street. And I'm not actually sure how I feel about this. I think I mentioned before that this was written really weird. Like, it made sense why it was written weird, because it is like a psychological thriller type thing. It took a while to get into, but then I did enjoy it more. I enjoyed the second half more than the first half, just because like the intrigue builds and builds. I'm not sure how I feel about the reveal. I obviously won't say what it is, I'm not going to spoil it, but I think I liked it, but it took me a while to like go, oh, okay, sort of thing. See, none of this makes sense if you haven't read it, but yeah, that's what I think of that one. So I finished that, and then I did also, while I was cleaning, I think you saw like a clip of that earlier, I did start listening to The Atlas Paradox and buddy reading this with my friend, and I was very behind, but I say very behind, he stopped when I said that I hadn't caught up yet, but I'm only like 60 pages in. But how pretty is the artwork? So pretty. And obviously this is the second book in a series, so I won't talk about that too much, but there are some like mind game trial thingies going on, which is quite fun, and I like the different perspectives, and it's working really well. I am listening to the audiobook for this, and I was going to go for a walk today and listen to some more, but it is chucking it down, so I don't know whether I'm going to brave it, put on a coat and like just get out, or whether to stay inside. I feel like I might get better if I go out and just like brave it, get soggy and come back and then feel cozy. So I might go do that, but I will decide soon. I start physically reading One Dark Window, which if you've been around on Bookstagram or BookTok or Booktube, you'll have heard a lot about. It is a gothic, I think gothic, fantasy with a bit of romance. I'm hesitant to say fantasy romance, although it does say that Lyndall Clipstone, the author of Lake's Edge, which I've not actually heard of. Says that this is an evocative tale of romance, mystery and alluring monsters. So yeah, I have heard that there's like a romance. Oh, she calls him the Nightmare, apparently. An ancient, mercurial spirit trapped in her head. He protects her, he keeps her secrets. But nothing comes for free, especially magic. Ooh. I might try it, like, yeah, I think I'm going to force myself to go out in the rain and then come back and physically read this. Yeah, because I feel like a dark, dreary day, this sounds like a perfect read for. And it's not too long. It is. I hesitantly look at the page numbers because I don't want to spoil the end. It's 392 pages, so not too long. But yeah, I think I'll start this, but listen to Atlas Paradox while I go on my rainy, rainy walk. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I might do anyway. Let's go cruise. Since yesterday because I didn't end up reading much. I went for that walk with my friend and that was nice. So I didn't actually listen to any of my audiobook while I was out, but I did listen to some today. It's Monday, and on the bus, and I'm about I'm 150 pages in, so this far. But like, this situation just made me giggle. I'm going to the pub in half an hour. And instead of like getting ready properly, I've got my book, I've got a cup of tea, you know, like I've got my priorities straight, you know. But how cute is this book? I'll put you back. It's the like a fourth wing mug. This is really hot. It's got like a dragon, and then there's Violet, and I think Catriona. Yeah. Anyway, this is from Illumicrate. It's a great mug. They do great mugs in the Illumicrate box. This isn't sponsored or anything. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading a bit of my book and drink my tea before I go to the pub. Yeah. I wrapped this vlog up here because it was only supposed to be a weekend vlog and it is now Tuesday. But to wrap up what I've been reading, I read The Last House on Needless Street. I finished that and gave it 4 stars. I think I'll keep it as 4 stars. It's probably like 3.75 rounded up. I haven't really thought about it as much as I thought I would be since I have finished it, but it did give the spooky vibes. I was unsettled and it did have me like guessing every single turn. I'm just not sure if it was entirely what I expected or wanted it to be, but it was still a good time, so 4 stars. And then I have got almost halfway into the Atlas Paradox, so I'm about here. So I've got halfway into this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm buddy reading this with a friend and we're both really enjoying it. It's a bit confusing, but I like the stuff it's talking about. I obviously won't go into details because this is the second book in a series, but I am obviously like halfway into it, so it would spoil quite a bit. But I'm enjoying it and it's giving the right dark academia vibes. I have started One Dark Window, but I am not far enough in to give any thoughts into this yet. I am like 20 pages in. I guess the writing style is a lot more, not as simplistic as I was expecting it to be, but that's all I can say so far. But yeah, I don't know. I'm literally like 10, 15, I'm up to chapter 2, so it's 16 pages. So I can't really give any thoughts on that. But I'm very happy with how my weekend went. I did a lot of reading and got out of the house, which is always a plus. But yeah, if you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below what's a thriller that you've enjoyed, because I need more recommendations after reading The Last House on Needless Street. But yeah, that's that for this week. So bye.